Because if you do, mine ain't working. GHSA and its member schools have made a commitment to promote good sportsmanship by its student athletes, coaches, and spectators at all GHSA sanctioned events. Profanity, degrading remarks, and intimidating actions directed at officials or competitors will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the event site. Spectators are not allowed to enter the competition area during warm-ups or while the contest is being conducted. Thank you for your cooperation in the promotion of good sportsmanship at today's event. And after the first base. Good afternoon, fans, and welcome to Dalton High School Baseball. We come to you on a beautiful Friday afternoon from Manny Pontonio Field. Our Catamounts are taking on the region opponent, the Woodland Wildcats, in a doubleheader. Our Cats open up this series in a marathon of a game on Tuesday night down at Woodland. I believe that game went 10 innings. Our Cats pulled out a 5-2 win. I am joined by Josh Miller, whose son Scotty will be the starting pitcher for Dalton. Josh, we don't want to say too much about our Cats being on a 6-game win streak, but you can't help but really feel good about the direction this team's going right now.
They've had an awesome season so far this year. We started out really strong, and we've continued that other than that one series against Cass where we had a little bit of a hiccup.
Right. Dalton is 12-3 overall. 5-2 in the region. Right now, our Cats are in third place. Allatoona right now leads the region, Region 7, Class 4A. Our Cats host Allatoona here on Tuesday before heading down to Allatoona next Friday for a doubleheader. used to, when you were doing a 3-game series, you would play one at your place, then go to their place for another day, and then come back home. Now, to save on travel, they're just having a doubleheader to wrap things up. And speaking of wrapping things up, we are ready to get cranked up with the starting lineups here. Good afternoon and welcome to Dalton High School. This afternoon, our Dalton Catamounts host the Woodland Wildcats in a doubleheader. At this time, let's meet the starting lineups for Woodland. Leading off for the Wildcats in left field, number 2, Preston Sorrells. Batting second in center field, number 8, John Ryan. Batting third in right field, number 18, Alfredo Romo. Hitting fourth at cleanup, the shortstop, number 21, Connor Lujan. Batting fifth at third base, number 1, Lucas Baker. Hitting sixth, the catcher, number 6, Jake Clowers. Batting seventh at first base, number 3, Ben Turcott. Batting eighth at second base, number 28, Tommy Reisner. Batting ninth, starting pitcher, number 7, Zaylen Cochran. And the rest of the Woodland Wildcats and coaches, led by head coach Mark Collins. Now, your starting lineup for Dalton here in Game 1. Leading off for the Catamounts at third base, number 6, Conrad Coleman. Batting second at shortstop, number 8, Jose Orelanas. Hitting third in center field, number 3, Charles Chappell. Hitting fourth at cleanup, catcher, number 12, Asher Renfro. Batting fifth at first base, number 44, Connor Stockard. Hitting sixth at second base, number 7, Kane Woods. Batting seventh in right field, number 4, Owen Witt. Batting eighth, the DH, number 23, Apurva Patel. Starting pitcher, number 11, Scotty Miller. Batting ninth in left field, number 38, Brady Haynes. And the rest of your Catamounts and coaches, led by head coach Wes Caldwell. Now, fans, at this time, if everyone would please stand and remove all hats as we honor America with our national anthem. On the mound for Dalton, number 11, Scotty Miller. Leading off for Woodland, left fielder, number 2, Preston Searles. So Preston Searles, the left fielder, will get us started for game 1. Senior right-handed pitcher Scotty Miller is going to hit the right side corner for strike 1.
Sorrells on Tuesday went 0 for 5 against our pitchers. I don't have a lot of stats for Woodland because they don't update their max preps, but I can tell you what they did against us on Tuesday.
Well, right now he's in a hole 0-2 against the senior righty. On a foul pitch number 3 over the first base net. Again, Dalton with a great 12-3 overall record, 5-2 in the region. Our Cats are in 3rd place right now. There is a lot of baseball to be played to move up in the standings right now. Searles is going to hit another foul over the right field wall. 0-2. Little bit of a breeze today. Other than that, it is an absolute beautiful day here in the carpet capital. I believe we've seen this before. 3rd straight foul. This one went to the tennis courts. Thankfully, there's not a tennis match going on. Center fielder number 8, John Ryan, waits on deck. Ball 1 a little bit outside.
Oh, and a little bit over his head.
Maybe
there was no runners on base.
Maybe we won't show that one on ESPN. Miller, your pitcher. Asher Renfro behind the plate. Connor Stockard at first. And Kane Woods at second. Jose Orelanas at short. And Conrad Coleman rounds out the infield at 3rd base. And Searles is going to hit one right back up the middle. Kane Woods has got it and going to throw a little late to first base to Connor Stockard. That's going to bring up the center fielder, John Ryan. That'll bring up center fielder number 8, John Ryan.
John Ryan did go 1 for 3 on Tuesday, and he did have an RBI. So let's hope we can eliminate that here.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if Searles is going to be wanting to swap second. Bunt put down by Ryan. And great shot to second base from Scotty Miller. Turns around and throws a strike to Jose Orelanas, covering the bag.
Good job all around there, boys.
Fantastic job. Right fielder, number 18, Alfredo Romo. Mentioned the comment before we started that I hear this guy's name that reminds me of a dish at Olive Garden.
Oh.
John Ryan is going to swap second. So here early in the game, the Wildcats have got a runner in scoring position with Alfredo Romo, the right fielder, at the plate. 1 out.
Romo was 0 for 1 with 3 walks.
3 walks.
3 walks on Tuesday night.
Well, right now he's looking at 2-0 from Scotty Miller.
He's a patient hitter, that's for sure.
You get 3 walks, you're patient. We said this the last time we'd live stream, but Coach Caldwell and his staff and the players have done such a fantastic job on this field. It looks gorgeous. Going to foul one right back toward us for a 2-1 count on right fielder Alfredo Romo. Shortstop Connor Lujan waits on deck. 1 down here in the top of the first if you just joined us. John Ryan, the runner for the Wildcats at second base. He takes off and going to go for third base, and he's out. He is out. Fantastic throw from Asher Renfro.
A good tag by
Conrad
third
Colton.
baseman.
Yes, it was. Conrad put the tag on. I believe it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. I believe he called that a strike, if I'm not mistaken. I was busy watching the runner take off, so
2-2.
yeah, it looks like it's 2-2. So quickly, we have 2 down. Cats looking to get out of this inning, and it's a solid base hit from the Wildcats. And that'll bring up shortstop 21, Connor Lujan.
Lujan was 1 for 3.
Now batting, shortstop number 21, Connor Lujan. I'm sorry, what was you saying?
I said Connor was 1 for 3 on Tuesday. He also got a walk on Tuesday.
Well, that was a solid base hit from Romo.
That was.
Let's hopefully we can get Lujan, who is batting in the 4 spot. And it's going to be a ball just a little bit outside. 2 down here in the top of the first from Manny Pontonio Field here at Dalton High School. Good crowd for a Friday afternoon. I'm sure more will come in because this is a doubleheader. Strike to even up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. The pine trees out behind the outfield are as still as I've ever seen them. There is nothing moving out there.
It's unusual not to have a pretty good breeze up here.
There's
on top
always
of
a
this
breeze
hill.
right here. There's always a breeze. Did not go, so it's 2 balls and 1 strike. To the Wildcats shortstop. Third baseman Lucas Baker awaits on deck. Will be fine with me. We just wait to the top of the second to see him. Not much of a lead at first for Romo. Miller must have been a little bit outside. It's going to be 3 balls and a strike to Lujan. We want to thank Brandon Brown for having his production equipment here at Dalton to bring you this game. And
Ball 4.
Lujan will take a walk. Instead of taking a hike, he's going to take a walk. Now batting, third baseman, number 1, Lucas Baker.
Lucas was 0 for 4 on Tuesday night, so
0 for 4.
hope we can keep that going.
I had a lacrosse match here at Dalton I had to announce, so I did not make it down to Woodland, but that's a solid drill
That is a solid.
by Baker.
It's going to be an error by the right fielder.
Alfredo Romo is going to come in to score. Scoring number 18, Alfredo Romo. Now batting, number 6, catcher Jake Clowers.
A little bit of a bobble by the right fielder there. That play.
Yeah, that took him from third to home. Thankfully, we're in the top of the first. We got runners at the corners. Clowers with an 0-1 count. As Baker was going to swipe second.
Flowers was also 0 for 4 on Tuesday.
Well, they scored 2 somehow.
They did score 2.
Ben Turcott, the first baseman, waits on deck as Miller attempts to pick off runners at third, then first, and no one bit. So count remains at 0-1. To the catcher for Woodland.
Strike 2.
It's a beautiful pitch by Scotty. As Josh said, no balls and 2 strikes. To the catcher. And hopefully we can get out of this inning right here without any damage done.
Any further damage done.
We can definitely come back from 1 run. No problem with that. And that's, well, he foul tipped it. Well, doggone it. Thought we was right of the inning. One run on 3 hits for Woodland. Cats will be coming to bat at the bottom of this inning with Conrad Coleman, Jose Orelanas, and Charles Chappell to lead off. And if any of them reach, Asher Renfro. Clowers bats in the 6th spot here. Miller fires a pitch over to Connor Stockard. Runner back safely.
He'd really like to get one of those base runners out.
He would. 0-2 to Clowers. Let's just take care of this guy and get out of this inning. I always get nervous when we start throwing a ton to first or third because you never know when one may get by. Just a bit outside. We're going to run the count to 1-2. On the Wildcat catcher, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down, 1-0 Woodland here in the top half of the first.
Hard hit ball.
Solid hit. And that is going to be out number 3.
Charles was there to get it.
After 1/2 inning, Woodland 1, Dalton coming to bat. Number 7, Zaylen Cochran. Leading off for Dalton, third baseman, number 6, Conrad Coleman. Conrad Coleman will lead things off here in the bottom part of the first for Dalton. Cats down 1-0 to the Wildcats of Woodland. Conrad, your senior third baseman.
Conrad was 1 for 4 on Tuesday night against Woodland.
Going to be throwing it out here to shortstop. Wild throw to first. Conrad will be safe at first. Like the way we start there.
We'll take base runners any way we can get them.
Absolutely, especially in a region game. That's going to bring up the shortstop for Dalton, Jose Orelanas, as we have a nice little breeze coming through the press box. Now batting, shortstop, number 8, Jose Orelanas. Orelanas will step in, strike right down the middle.
Orelanas went 2 for 4 on Tuesday night with an RBI, and he scored 2 runs.
I believe Woodland jumped out to a 2-0 lead in that game, if I'm not mistaken.
They did. They jumped out early to a 2-0 lead. I think the second inning, and I don't think we tied it up till about the 5th or 6th.
I was glad to hear that at least it was going into extra innings. I just didn't realize it was going to go that long. 0-2 to the Catamounts shortstop, Jose Orellana's.
Luckily, we had a good long break to rest up arms. I think we have everyone available tonight.
That's good. You always want fresh arms and reason play. 0-2 to Jose, and Orellana's will go down swinging on strikes. Whoa, what I miss here? Did he not swing?
He did.
Did he tip it and I didn't hear
He
it or
must have
something?
tipped one of them.
We got his headphones on, so must not have heard that. I'm like, what happened here? Well, that's good. Jose still at the plate then, and what a great comeback shot to Jose.
Center. Come on. Go.
That's going to bring up Charles Chappell.
I'm glad you were wrong about that third strike.
I love being wrong. I should be used to it. Now batting, center fielder number 3, Charles Chappell. That's a great shot by Jose Orellana, straight back up the middle. The pitcher missed it, and the second baseman missed it.
Charles had a hot bat on Tuesday. He was 3 for 5.
Charles is having a great year.
I believe, and I'll check in a minute, that he's leading our team in batting average. I can pull that up here in a second for you.
If you need a stat, Josh Miller is your man. Dalton with runners at the corners, nobody out here in the bottom half of the first. Charles Chappell, your batter, center fielder. 2-0 from pitcher Zaylen Cochran.
Charles is leading our team. He has a 6.46 batting average.
That usually will lead the team right there. 6.46. Goodness gracious. This stage in the season, that's very impressive. Because he has seen a lot of pitches. Asher Renfro, the Cats catcher, will be on deck. Well, senior leads off, senior bats second, senior bats third. We finally got a junior coming up next, as this is a very senior-heavy team for Dalton. That'll run the count to 2-1 on the Catamount center fielder. I'd like to see Charles go deep here and get us a 3-1 lead. Right now, we'll take a base hit or a walk, anything to get him on base. Ball 3 is a little bit low as Orellana is going to take second. Got 2 in scoring position now for Charles. Conrad Coleman at third. Jose Orellana at second. Josh, if you're a hitter, especially an experienced one as Charles, you love this count, 3-1 in your favor.
That will bring home a run.
Woodland is going to concede the run. Scoring for Dalton, number 6, Conrad Coleman. Now batting, number 12, catcher Asher Renfro.
Asher was 0 for 2 on Tuesday night, but he did have an RBI because he had 2 walks. So he must have walked home a run at some point.
1-1, bottom of the first, 1 out. Game 1 of our doubleheader. We will not be able to stream the second game of this doubleheader, so we are so thankful that you have joined us for Game 1. We will be streaming on a different site, though.
We'll be streaming on the Facebook page for Dalton Baseball videos. So if you've liked that page, we will put the video up of the second game.
Have a little meeting on the mound here. 2 balls, no strikes to the Catamount catcher. Renfro, a big, tall young man, about 6'2". Renfro, a junior. As Cochran delivers, ball 3. 3-0, your count to Renfro. Have Jose Orolanas at second. Catamounts have 1 in here in the first inning. And ball 4 to Renfro. And that will bring up the Catamount first baseman, Connor Stockard. And we're going to have a meeting on the mound here by the Woodland manager.
That we are.
Going to have a pinch runner here.
Looks like Derwin Palma.
Yeah, it is. Going in at, I'm guessing he's going to be going to first because Renfro is your catcher, so he'll be going to first. I love the music. Running at first base for Dalton, number 99, Erwin Palma. At the plate, number 44, first baseman, Connor Stockard. Connor Stockard stands in, 1 out. Runners on first and second.
On Tuesday night, Connor was 0 for 4. He's trying to change that here.
My goodness gracious. He was not fooled on that one. Just out a little bit early for a no ball, 1 strike count to the big first baseman. I know Connor wants to get some of these runners on. It'll be a strike. No balls and 2 strikes to Connor Stockard. Didn't mean to do my own demolition derby here in the press box.
It's okay. We're used to it from you.
I pull a cord and 3 things fall. When Brandon brings his equipment, buddy, it's a lot. I'll just say that. It's a lot. We got enough cords here to choke 3 people. 1 and 2 to Connor Stockard, and Stockard is going to be down swinging on strike 3. And that will bring up Kane Wood, second baseman. Now batting, number 7, second baseman, Kane Woods.
Kane is a freshman, and he went 2 for 4 on Tuesday night. And picked up an RBI.
Well, it'd be nice to see Kane get another RBI right now as we are at bottom of the first, all tied at 1 with 2 down. Woods bats in the number 6 spot as right fielder senior Owen Witt awaits on deck. Do you have a pitch count yet on Cochran? Just curious. We're making him labor.
We are. If it'll load for you, he's at 16 pitches. I would have thought higher than that.
Yeah, I was thinking at least low 20s at least. Wild pitch is going to advance the runners as Orolanas will move to third, and Palma will now be at second. So Kane now has 2 in scoring position. Tied at 1, bottom of the first, 2 down. Big region doubleheader here with the Woodland Wildcats. Ball 3, no strikes. So hopefully we can get Kane on base and load him up for Owen Witt. If Kane wants to go ahead and swing and knock a few in on his own, that'd be fine too. As ball 4 is going to be outside, and that will bring up Owen Witt. Now batting, right fielder number 4, Owen Witt. Cochran will now pitch from a full windup. Ball 1 is going to be outside.
Owen was not in the lineup on Tuesday, so I don't have his
Kind
stats for.
of hard to give me a stat then, ain't it?
I don't have his stats for Tuesday because he doesn't have them.
Orlanis is having fun over here at third base.
He is.
Ball 2 is going to be inside. 2-0 to Catamount right fielder. Play our cards right. Maybe we can get Orlanis to come home. Ball 3. We'll take a 3-0 count with bases loaded all day long, especially in a region game.
And the payoff pitch. Let's see.
There's a strike. Owen Witt bats in the 7 spot. DH Apurva Patel would be next. Ball 4 will walk a run in. Jose Orlanis will come home to score. Coming in to score for Dalton, number 8, Jose Orlanis. Coming to the plate, the DH, number 23, Apurva Patel. That's a good way to take a lead on the walk. Bases loaded. Apurva Patel batting in the 8th spot, the DH.
I believe Apurva came into the game late on Tuesday, and he did have a hit, and he had an RBI. I can't remember if he.
So he was 1 for 1.
The RBI that took the lead or the RBI that tied the game up.
You weren't able to make it down, were you?
I was.
Because I saw
not
you
able
up
to.
here at the lacrosse match.
I teach up at Dalton State on Tuesday nights, and so I was not able to.
That's right.
Drive down there.
Patel's going to foul off pitch number 2 to even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. I know Cochran is really ready to get out of this inning, as we have bases loaded, bottom of the first, 2-1 Dalton. 2 down. Let's hope we can do some more damage here, as ball's going to be inside, and Palma has came home to score. Coming in to score for Dalton, number 99, Erwin Palma. That'll give the Cats a 3-1 lead. 2 balls and 1 strike. Is that what you have on Game Changers 2-1?
Yes, sir.
I got excited about Palma coming home to score. I was making sure I got all my ducks in a row on the scoreboard up there. Ball 3. If we can get Patel on base, that will load them up again for senior left fielder Brady Haynes, who waits on deck. Haynes is the number 9 batter, so we're not far from starting over with the top of the lineup with Conrad Coleman. And that will be ball 4.
That was hit by pitch, actually.
He did hit him.
It did hit him.
And this might be a change of the pitcher, as this is his second visit by the Wildcat catcher in the same inning. So Unfortunately for Cochran, he's not going to make it out of the top of the first. And in just a minute, we'll get you a name for the new Wildcat pitcher.
10, I believe.
Christian Duran. I wonder if it's Duran.
I would say Christian Duran, yes.
It is 10, right?
It is number 10.
Let me see if I can get some pronunciation real quick right here. At the plate, number 38, left fielder Brady Haynes. Brady Haynes will stand in to face the new Wildcat pitcher, number 10, Christian Duran. Bases loaded for Brady. Brady is batting in the ninth spot, so if he gets on, we're back at the top of the lineup. Going to be a strike from Duran.
In warm-ups, I saw him throw a lot of those breaking balls. I didn't see a whole lot of fastballs.
He does. He's not going to. It does not appear to have that fastball that's going to, scare you out of the batter's box or anything. But he can probably locate his pitches really well. And as soon as I say that, next pitch was outside.
Well, keep saying it then.
That came back to haunt me as soon as I said it. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Catamount left fielder, Brady Haynes. Haynes, a senior, is strike 2, catches the corner. So 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 down. Dalton with a 3-1 lead on the Wildcats. Brady, a senior, I know he wants to get some of these guys in as we have bases loaded. Wow.
There's a shot.
Oh, wow.
And
wow. Okay. Kane Woods scored.
Kane Woods and Owen Witt.
Owen Witt.
And here comes Apurva Patel.
Apurva. Coming in to score for Dalton, 7, Kane Woods. Who else?
Owen Witt.
Number 4, Owen Witt. And number 23, Apurva Patel. Now batting, number 6, third baseman, Conrad Coleman. That'll
put us up 6-1.
So Dalton is going to put a 6 spot here in the bottom of the first. As we had 3 coming home to score, so I was trying to keep up with all of them.
Shot. And it's down.
And Conrad has found the gap between left and center. Conrad will have a single, and that will knock in Brady Haynes.
There we go.
Coming in to score for Dalton, 38, Brady Haynes. And we are back to Jose Orellana's. Now batting, shortstop, number 8, Jose Orellana's. Catamounts have jumped. Catamounts have jumped out to a 7-1 lead here in the bottom of the first, as they have treated relief pitcher for Woodland, Christian Duran, rudely.
Last time Jose was at the plate, he had a hard ground ball right back at the pitcher that made it through the gap.
Right. The pitcher and the second baseman both dove for it, if I'm not mistaken. And that is going to be out number 3. At the end of 1, Dalton with a 7-1 lead. So we will go to the top of the second with the Catamounts up by 6. And first baseman, number 3, Ben Turcott.
Turcott was 0 for 2 and had a walk on Tuesday.
Turcott bats in the 7 spot for the Wildcats, as the Catamount offense has got a big cushion here for Scotty Miller. Out number 1 from Kane Woods to Connor Stockard.
Pitch one out. We'll take it.
That will bring up number 28, second baseman, Tommy Reisner. Reisner bats in the 8 spot for the Wildcats. 1 down here in the top of the second.
He was also 0 for 2 on Tuesday against our pitchers.
You do not want to face Scotty Miller when he's up 7-1. He is going to eat you alive.
Once he gets past that first inning, he usually settles in pretty well.
Well, the Catamount offense has done a really good job of getting him past the first inning as we put 7 on the board to start this game off. Now let's just hope we can keep applying the pressure. As going to be a hit batsman here, as Reisner is going to get on first the hard way. That'll bring up number 7, the DH, Zaylen Cochran.
Cochran was 1 for 4 on Tuesday. He did score a run.
There is one out.
There is one out.
Right out. That's what I was.
First batter did ground out on the first pitch.
There is a lot of buttons here. Ball 1 to Cochran, a little bit outside. One down here in the top of the second. Big Red up by 6. Very seldom do you see 7 runs off of just 3 hits. Very seldom.
We did have 3 walks also.
That helps.
That did help.
That helps. That breeze could relax just a little bit, and I'd be just fine.
Well, you had to say something about it not being windy up here at the beginning of the game. So.
Well, I'm trying to talk and give ourselves as much hot air as I can. 1 ball, 1 strike to the DH for Woodland, who was the starting pitcher. Ooh, I thought we might have caught the corner there, but evidently not. 2 balls and 1 strike from Scotty Miller. That was a good pitch. Very good location. Strike 2 will come back here to the net, so that'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Tommy Reisner, the runner at first base. Wildcats will be starting over the top of the lineup with Preston Searles on deck.
It's not often you see a pitcher DH.
No, it's not. Got a feeling he's good with his bat, or he wouldn't be DHing. Because they've got plenty of subs over there that could bat.
Yes, they do. They got a bench full.
Evidently, just a little bit outside is going to run the count full to Zaylin Cochran. Wildcats looking to get 2 guys on as Reisner takes his lead at first.
That's up.
Going to be going to... Oh. Jose dropped it, so...
Should have been an infield fly rule. No, not an infield fly because there wasn't runners on first and second.
That's going to be 2 down.
But it is 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder number 2, Preston Searles.
We're back to the top of the lineup.
We are with 2 down here in the top of the second. Woodland, 1 run off 3 hits. Dalton, 7 runs off 3 hits. Ball 1 to Searles.
Last time Searles was up, he singled to second baseman Kane Woods. That was that real close play at first. He just outran him.
Oh, yeah, I remember that now.
He's quick.
Called that a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Preston Searles. It's going to be really nice and cool when that sun goes down for game 2. May find a few more articles of clothing.
I made sure to bring an extra jacket. It's in my truck. I'll run there between games.
I could clothe half of Dalton with as many clothes as in my truck because you never know how to dress. It's going to be 24 in the morning and 65 before the day's over. I've got clothes for every season in my truck. That's going to end it for the Wildcats in the second half.
Second inning?
Thank you, that too.
The top of the second inning.
I'm trying to say 4 things at one time, and I got none of them right. for Dalton, number 8, Jose Orelanas. So the Catamounts shortstop will be leading us off here in the bottom of the second. Be a ground out to third. One pitch, one out. Now batting. Center fielder, number 3, Charles Chappell. Catamount center fielder now batting with one down here in the bottom of the second. Duran, your pitcher.
Last time Charles was up, he grounded to third.
I bet it was hard. I bet it was a hard grounder. Everything he hits is hard.
And moved the runner. So, actually, moved the runner home.
That's a good way to move him. If you're going to move him home. Send him home.
That was our first run of that first inning was Charles grounding to third and Orelanas coming home. I believe. No, Coleman came home on that.
Thank you, Miss Elisa Parker. So Elisa taking care of our nutritional needs here.
I didn't know she ran an Uber Eats.
Pretty good at it, too. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Catamount center fielder, Charles Chappell. Pitcher Christian Duran locating his pitch as well. Chappell's going to step out. Catcher Asher Renfro awaits on deck. Base is empty. That might be leaving the yard. That might be leaving the yard. That is gone. That is gone. Charles Chappell has done it. Charles Chappell has went deep for the Cats, and that's going to move the score to 8-1. And I believe that is home run number 2. Because we had this discussion last week.
We did have this discussion. I don't think he's hit one in between, so.
Coming in to score on that solo shot, center fielder, Charles Chappell. Now batting, catcher number 12, Asher Renfro.
Price list in there. Yes, ma'am. And hey.
Last time at bat, Asher walked.
That ball just had "I'm leaving y'all" written all over it when it left.
As soon as he hit it, it looked like it was gone.
The squirrels in the pine trees were getting nervous because they saw some incoming traffic.
We just keep the pine trees there to keep those from going out into Wall Street.
He did not get shorted on. He did not get shafted on that. He got all of it. Asher Renfro is going to try out the third baseman. 2 down.
I'd stop trying out that third baseman. He seems to be okay.
He's passed every test. Now batting, first baseman, number 44, Connor Stockard. Catamounts with a 8-1 lead. So Connor Stockard. Stockard is going to send a base hit to center field. And going to get past the center fielder, so let's see what happens here.
That'll turn a single into a double.
Absolutely. Connor gets him a double. That's going to bring up Kane Woods. And we're going to have a visit to the mound.
That we are, which means I can play Jeopardy.
Yes, you can.
Oh, he's going to take the ball from him, actually.
We have let's get the new pitcher here.
27, I believe.
20-something.
That is number 27.
Tucker James. Easy name to pronounce.
Woodland working through their pitching staff here tonight already.
I know they did not want to do that in a doubleheader. You do not want to save these arms. Catamount. Now batting for Woodland, number 27, Tucker James. Number 7, second baseman, Kane Woods. Kane Woods will step in with 2 down. Connor Stockard at second base. Nice pitch from James for strike 1 to Kane.
Last time Kane was at the plate, he walked.
Owen Witt, right fielder, would be next. As Kane is going to foul off pitch number 2 for an 0-2 count. What is that? Thank you. Nothing like getting a brownie from the press box here. Kane Woods will go down on 3 straight, and that will be the end of the second inning. As we will be headed to inning number 3. Catamounts up 8-1.
Who we got? Oh.
There.
8.
At the plate for Woodland, center fielder number 8, John Ryan.
Last time at bat, Ryan hit into a fielder's choice. Back to Scotty, and he threw the runner out at second. This time it'll be an easy choice if he grounds back to the
Yes,
pitcher.
it will. Yes, it will.
And he went. So strike 2.
Strike 2 was in the dirt, but when you swing the bat, it doesn't matter. It's strike.
That it is.
Miller nailed the outside corner.
Asher was set up right on the outside of the plate, and he never had to move his glove.
He hit his target. That'll bring up right fielder 18, Alfredo Romo.
Romo walked last at bat. Nope, Romo singled last at bat. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong batter. Look at me screwing up the stats. I got one job and I can't even do that right.
Men. That's what we're famous for. We get one job, we can't do it right. Scotty has been looking fantastic.
He has. We've had a really good pitching staff this year. We haven't had too many struggles.
Which one got hit? Which one did Scotty hit? Can't remember.
I believe the
I thought he went.
leadoff batter of last inning. The leadoff? No, the
Charles?
second batter of last
John
inning.
Ryan?
So
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Reisner.
Yeah.
Reisner.
That one just missed the car somehow. Even your music can't make a car get hit.
I try my best. Although from the looks of it, my son decided to park right in the foul ball territory tonight, so I hope a car doesn't get hit.
It'd be nice if a car did get hit. This game is brought to you by Geico. Full count to Alfredo Romo, the Wildcat right fielder. Top of the third.
And he got him.
Scotty Miller is on his game. 2 down. That will bring up the shortstop. Now batting. Number 21, shortstop, Connor Lujan.
Lujan was the one that walked last at bat.
Lujan is the cleanup hitter. He will face Scotty Miller here in the top of the third with 2 down.
Brush him back off the
I
plate
tell
just a
you.
little bit.
I know it was called a bob. That looked good to me. Might have caught that inside corner. I don't know. Miller is eating up the corners. One ball, one strike to the Wildcat shortstop, Connor Lujan. Pitch number 3 will be a foul toward the third base side. Actually, toward the Catamount dugout. Hope everybody counts their fingers and toes over there. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down here in the top of the third. Just a little bit outside. Evens up the count at 2-2. Lucas Baker, the third baseman for Woodland, would be next, but we have 2 down.
We'll just wait till next inning to put him in the box.
That will run the count full. Beautiful
Strike
straw.
three.
That was beautiful.
And he was getting ready to throw his bat to the dugout and take a walk.
That was beautiful.
That was 3 strikeouts. And I believe all 3 looking. I don't think they swung at those third strikes.
Might want to swing. Leading off the bottom of the third for Dalton, right fielder, number 4, Owen Witt. How's Owen? What did Owen do his first at bat?
His first at bat, Owen walked.
James delivers ball 1 to Witt. Tucker James, number 27, the third pitcher for Woodland. Catamounts with 8 runs off 5 hits. Pitch number 2 is a strike to even the count up at 1-1. Cats on 8 runs off 5 hits. Woodland 1 run off 3 hits.
We also have 3 walks for Dalton, and Woodland has an error. But I think Woodland also has 2 walks, a hit by pitch, and we have an error. So it's pretty even.
Too bad we can't do a stat for that on the scoreboard. Good shot from Owen, but he's a little in front of it. Is going to send the count full. Evens up the count at 2-2. As we're going to test out that left field bank over there.
Just a little bit further, and I wouldn't have had to play the crashing glass because there would have been some real.
You'd heard
glass.
some screaming over there, I think. I learned real quick, do not park close to the field when at a Dalton baseball game. Great hit by Owen Witt. Great hit. That was a good, solid lick.
Be a good leadoff single.
6th hit for Dalton. That'll bring up the DH, number 23, Apurva Patel. Patel, the DH, batting in the 8th spot as Owen Witt. Patel, the great base hit there. Great hit as the Catamounts have got 7 hits now.
I was just going to tell you, last at bat, Apurva Patel walked on a ball 4 hit by pitch.
Purvis says, watch this.
So this time he didn't give him the chance.
Lil fielder, number 38, Brady Haynes.
Go. All right, last time Brady Haynes hit that double that scored 3 runs, I believe.
Ball's going to go foul.
Just foul.
Conrad Coleman waits on deck. Conrad starts the top of the order off. That was a beautiful almost bunt. No balls and 1 strike to Brady Haynes, the left fielder for Dalton. Tucker James has his pitch ready. Haynes shows bunt again. Looks like he pulled it back in time for 1 ball and 1 strike. Dalton with a very comfortable 8-1 lead here in the bottom of the third, game 1 of our doubleheader with the Wildcats. Our Cats will be taking on region leader Allatoona next week with the first game of that series here at Dalton. Ball's going to be outside.
That will be on Tuesday, and I believe it's a 5:55 game.
I believe you're right.
Since it's a single game.
Now, let's don't start at 6. Let's just start at 5:55.
Yeah, I don't understand that time. Not a 5:30 start, not a 5:45 start, not a 6 o'clock. We're going to go with 5:55.
It reminds me of golf tee times. They're not at 1:30 or they're 1:32, 1:38.
I'm not a golfer, so I don't know that.
I have clubs. I'll just leave it at that. I have clubs. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Well, then I'll let you and Scotty go out sometime, see if he can teach you anything.
Oh,
or you can
geez.
teach him anything.
The only thing I can teach him is how to find the woods.
He already knows how to do that.
And I can find water on holes that don't have water on them. As Skip Carey would say, high chop!
And they're all going to be safe.
That's going to bring up Mr. Conrad Coleman. Now batting, third baseman, number 6, Conrad Coleman.
Last time at bat, Coleman also had a single that brought in some runs.
That was Chappell that hit one that hadn't landed yet. I was thinking it was Conrad.
No, that was Chappell in the second inning. That was our 1 run in the second.
He made the pine trees nervous out there in left center.
He pruned them a little bit.
He did. Took a few branches off. Out where the treehouse used to be years ago. 1 ball, 1 strike to the senior third baseman. With bases loaded, I would hate to be facing Conrad Coleman with bases loaded and nobody out. That's just got disaster road all over it.
Coleman has 2 home runs this season also. So
Him and Charles now lead the team, are tied with 2 apiece. Strike zone right now has become a rumor to the Woodland pitching staff as 3 balls, 1 strike to Conrad Coleman. As Owen Witt has got visions of crossing home plate on his mind. Did not catch the corner, so that is going to bring in Owen Witt.
we'll take runs any way we can get them, but that was an awfully close pitch.
Scoring for Dalton, number 4, Owen Witt. That'll bring up the shortstop, number 8, Jose Orelanas. We are still no outs, right?
We are.
Bases loaded, no outs. And it's going to be a grounder who's 1 out. Scoring for Dalton, 23, Apurva Patel. Now batting, center fielder, number 3, Charles Chappell. Runners at the corners for Charles Chappell, who seemed like he might have went deep last at bat.
I mean, I think we were just talking about it.
Seems like it. Uh-oh.
Go
Do we
deep
have?
again,
No,
but
I believe the
not deep
park's going to
enough.
hold that one. The park will hold that one. little bit of a late run here, late start, and that's going to be out number 3 right there. Yep. And that's going to be the inning. Brady Haynes called at the plate.
It's going to be 10-1 Cats.
At the end of 3, Dalton 10, Woodland 1. The top of the 4th for Woodland. Number 1, third baseman, Lucas Baker. Lucas Baker will lead us off here at the top of the 4th as Scotty Miller delivers ball 1, a little bit outside. Baker is the third baseman. And that pitch is going to be going foul. Brady Haynes gives chase, but
Didn't quite get there.
not quite. A lot closer than I would have got. That'll leave the count at 1 ball and 1 strike to the Wildcat third baseman, Lucas Baker. Scotty Miller is on cruise control.
He's been pretty efficient. He started this inning at 54 pitches. Last at bat, Baker grounded out to the third base.
Just a bit outside for ball 2. Got a pinch hitter on deck, number 15, Callan Reynolds. Would you say Reynolds or Reynolds? There's no E there.
Reynolds.
Reynolds? Callan Reynolds. I believe so. Miller will
Ball 4.
issue a walk to Lucas Baker. At the plate, number 15, Callan Reynolds. So he is batting for the catcher, Jake Clowers. As Reynolds will take strike 1 from Scotty Miller. Miller hasn't walked too many. Got the outside corner for strike 2.
That was his second walk of the night.
He hadn't issued too many free passes.
Not so far.
Reynolds in the hole with an 0-2 count to Scotty Miller. Woo! That's a great spot for Asher Renfro where he was set up at. My goodness, what a great spot. And Miller hit it. Evidently, it just wasn't enough of the zone for the batter or the umpire. Miller kicks and fires. That's going to get him right there.
Out number 1.
That will bring up number 3, who is the first baseman. Now batting, first baseman, number 3, Ben Turcotte. One down here in the top of the 4th. Coming to you from Manny Pontonio Field here at Dalton High School. As Scotty Miller
Slightly inside.
has done an extremely good job this evening.
Turcotte grounded out to Kane Woods at second base last time he was at the plate.
I tell you what, Scotty Miller is eating up the corners. Asher Renfro is setting up perfect, and Miller is hitting him right on the money. And he is getting the call. Jammed him right there. Came inside and jammed him bad, so it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. To the Wildcat first baseman, Ben Turcotte. Lucas Baker, your runner on first base for Woodland. Foul ball toward the tennis courts. I believe that one made the tennis courts, didn't it?
I think so.
Tommy Reisner is on deck. Reisner was hit by Scotty the last time he was batting.
He might stand a couple inches more off the plate this time, just in case.
Just in case. 2 balls and 2 strikes. To the first baseman for Woodland. Just a tad breezy here in Manny Pontonio Field. The great lick.
Shot to center field.
Good backup by Scotty Miller. Fakes. Whoa. What happened? What happened?
He hit the
I
coach
was
in the back
looking.
of the
I
head.
looked away.
He threw and hit the coach.
Oh, my gosh. I was looking at the second baseman. I never. Oh, my goodness.
He's about to throw up.
Oh, my goodness. We have an assistant trainer here. Oh, my gosh. Well, we are so thankful that the Woodland coach is able to walk off. Wow. You hate to see that. As accidental can possibly be, but a baseball's coming at you like that close. Wow. Just takes your stomach. Obviously, our thoughts and prayers are with the Woodland coach. I'm sure they'll be taking him over here to Hamilton Medical, which obviously is not far from the school here at all. Are with the Woodland coach. Well, right back here with you at Manny Pontonio Field. You're enjoying a game, and then something like that takes place, and it just kind of takes the breath out of you. Obviously, our thoughts and prayers are with the Woodland coach, as he will be taken straight to the hospital to be checked out. Boy, you get reminded about what's really important in life. I mean, we love sports and everything, and then you get reminded of what just really is important. Obviously, we cannot stress enough to please put the Woodland coach in your prayers, as we hope everything turns out to be good for him.
Hopefully, we'll get an update before we go off
Boy,
the air.
it would be great to get an update. That kind of that took the breath out of all of us here. Baseball is just a sport, but the coach being okay is what's important. That's going to bring up the now batting Second baseman, number 28, Tommy Reisner.
Reisner was hit by a pitch last time he was at bat by Scotty, so right now we've got runners on second and third.
Okay, is this still game one?
Still game one.
One out. Trying to get my mind back here to baseball.
These boys got to get their mind back in
One
baseball
out.
too. So.
Yeah, Tommy Reisner hits in the 8 spot. And we have time on the Woodland batter. Dalton with 10 runs off of 8 hits. Woodland 1 run off 4 hits. Miller fires a strike for a 0-1 count to Tommy Reisner. Again, last at bat, Reisner was a hit by pitch. And on deck is designated hitter number 7, Zaylen Cochran, for obvious reasons. But, you know, that's hard on Scotty, too, because it was as accidental as it could possibly be. But still, you know, something like that messes with you. So, ball 3 just out, with third pitch just outside for ball 1. So, Scotty looks pretty good to be regrouping from the accident. What, just something like that just really takes the buzz out of a game, don't it?
Strike 3.
Strike 3 for out number 2, and that will bring up Zaylen Cochran, the designated hitter for Woodland. Now batting, the DH, number 7, Zaylen Cochran.
Last at bat, Cochran popped out to Orlanis at short.
Runners on second and third for Woodland.
See if Scotty can get himself out of this little jam he's in.
2 down here, top of the 4th. Miller has looked sharp all day.
Deep fly ball.
It is a very deep fly ball, and I believe it's going to be out number 3, and it is.
There we go.
And we are headed to the bottom of the 4th. Off the bottom of the 4th for Dalton. Catcher, number 12, Asher Renfro.
Last at bat, Renfro grounded out to the third baseman.
Dalton with a 10-1 lead on Woodland here in game 1 of this doubleheader. Game 2 will start approximately 30 minutes after game 1 ends. They'll work on the field, get it drugged and relined and everything. What is the site we will be streaming game 2 from?
We will be on Facebook, and it is the Dalton Catamounts Baseball Videos page. If we can pick up a couple runs here, I'm not going to tell you what could happen. We could
Mercy.
make this
Mercy.
we could make this a shorter game, though.
Whoa, whoa, that was very delayed. What is the count? Two and one?
3-0.
I think that was the last one he called a strike.
Yes, he did. It's 3-1 count.
Renfro is going to fly out to the
Left fielder, right fielder?
Right fielder.
I don't know. They were all in. Center fielder, left fielder, right fielder. Who was it?
I'm thinking it was the right fielder. Now batting.
Second baseman, maybe.
Number 44, first baseman Connor Stockard. Mr. Stockard will step in the batter's box.
Last time at bat, Connor hit a double to center field.
I remember, boy, he flat out hit it too.
He did.
He tattooed that thing. Strike two. Excuse me, strike one. I tell you, I'm still shook out about the coach getting hit. That you never want to see something like that.
And we've got a couple of
Man,
pitchers down in the
hoping and
bullpen
praying
warming up.
Hoping and praying he's okay. We do. The bullpen is busy. Man, I'd need binoculars to see down there.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you who's warming up.
I just know
see
they
that far either.
I just know they play for Dalton's. All I can tell you. Two balls and two strikes to the Catamount first baseman Connor Stockard. Stockard, one of our, what do we have, 8 seniors we recognized or 9?
8
last
seniors.
week. Ball 3 is just about outside. Full count.
I'm not sure he could have reached that one if he was standing on the plate.
We had a broom. Full count to Connor Stockard as Stockard's going to foul the pitch over the first base net toward the tennis courts.
And that one made it on too, so good thing there is not a.
I'm really missing
match.
your car windshield crashing music. It's just, you're taking away from the game here. We want our fans to have the full experience. And not having, well, there's strike 3, not having your sound effects over there.
I can only push so many buttons at once.
I believe we got a pinch hitter here as Tate Nilsson's going to take the plate. Now batting, number 22, Tate Nilsson. So Tate Nilsson will stand in for Kane Woods, batting in the 6th spot.
I believe Tate's a sophomore.
He is. He's good in basketball, and he has got a great glove. Owen Whip would be on deck. There's 2 down.
Breaking ball just didn't break.
It did everything but break. I'm so old. They used to call those curves. Nelson's going to foul this one straight back. That might have hit somebody in line waiting to get a hot dog. That one didn't go far over the concession stand. We have the Rotary Invitational, the Ronnie McClurg Rotary Invitational here at the Dalton track tomorrow. It will also be senior day for our track stars. Get a chance to come out, watch some people run. It's just a little bit faster than me.
Just a little, huh?
Brandon, there'll be no jokes, no laughing on that, okay? Mary Beth, you be quiet over there. I could be in my truck and then outrun me. Backwards.
That one's almost in the dugout.
Especially the hurdles. My goodness, I do not know how they do that.
I'm not going to try it. I'll come watch if you will.
I got to be there to announce the seniors.
No, I mean if you'll try hurdling.
Wildcats will record out number 3 here at the end of the 4th inning. We'll go to the top of the 5th. Dalton with a 10-1 lead. Number 2, Preston Sorrells.
Sorrell struck out his last at bat.
Ball 1, just a little bit inside to the Wildcat left fielder. We've said it before already, I know, but beautiful weather here at Dalton High School for baseball.
He went.
He went. The pine trees have not moved one bit since we've got here.
But the sun has, and now our fielders have got it in their eyes.
Oh, boy.
It's that time of night.
I wish that sun would stay up because it's going to get a little bit cool when it goes down. 2 balls, 1 strike to Preston Sorrells. What's the pitch count you have on Scotty? I'm just curious.
74.
74.
That was 75, actually.
I bet that was 76, wasn't it?
That was 76.
I bet the next one will be 77.
But it was strike 47, so.
We'll take it.
So far tonight, he had 6 strikeouts also. Make that
There's
7.
7. And that will bring up the center fielder, John Ryan. Now batting number 8, center fielder, John Ryan. Big Red up 10-1 on the Wildcats.
Last at bat, John Ryan struck out. Looking. That's going to be ball 1 in the dirt.
Just looking over Manny Pontonio Field, all of the great teams that's played on this field, all the great games, the great series, championships. Be a base hit there by Ryan.
Double?
Ryan has got a double. A lot of history on this field right here. Number, is that 18?
That is number 18.
Alfredo Romo.
Alfredo Romo.
That'll bring up the right fielder, number 18, Alfredo Romo.
Last at bat, Romo struck out.
One down as John Ryan gets his lead from second base. Catamounts up 10-1. Scotty Miller delivers a strike to Romo for an 0-1 count. One down. Good crowd here for a Friday afternoon of baseball. A great hit by Romo, too.
Good play by center field to hold him to a single.
That'll bring up the shortstop, number 21, Connor Lujan.
Last at bat, Lujan struck out. Was that inning that Scotty had 3 strikeouts.
Lujan is the cleanup batter. Woodland with runners at the corners. Here in the top of the field, one down. Cats up by 9. Strike one to Lujan. Well, we'll go foul for an 0-2 count. That was going to be a fantastic bunt, but it just kicked a little bit foul. You really want to hit that one going down the third base side. That one was headed toward first base where he was running, so I know he wants to do that one over. Asher Renfro has got an absolute cannon for an arm.
He does. Him and Scotty have worked together since they were about 8 years old, so they work well together.
Runner back safely for Woodland. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Woodland shortstop, Connor Lujan. Strike 3. That'll bring up the third baseman. Coming to the plate, third baseman, number 1, Lucas Baker. I know you're getting ready to tell us what Mr. Baker did in his last at bat.
Last at bat, Mr. Baker walked on 4 straight balls.
Well, let's hope that don't happen. We do have 2 down here in the top of the field. Oof. Miller fires over to Connor Stockard at first to move the runner back.
A little bit of a low throw, but Connor made a good pick on that.
That one brought up a little dirt there. Strike. Miller has looked good all day. He's been ahead in the count pretty much all day. As is the case here, no balls and 2 strikes to Lucas Baker, the Wildcat third baseman.
As a pitcher, it's easier to work from ahead in the count and ahead in the scoreboard.
Yes, it is. Easy for you to say.
Easy for me to say from up here, yes, you're right. I've never stood out there, so.
Oh, I've played on that field, just not recently. They had dirt on the first and third base running lanes when I played.
I had dirt on those running lanes last year.
Just a few days ago.
And there's
strike three is Scotty Miller strikes out the side. Great job by Mr. Miller as we are headed to the bottom of the field. Catamounts up 10-1.
That will be his 90th pitch and his 9th strikeout for the night.
was a great three by that hit catcher. Owen Witt will be leading things off for Dalton as we begin the bottom of the fifth. Leading off the bottom of the fifth for Dalton, right fielder number 4, Owen Witt.
Last at bat, Owen had a single to left field.
We'll take it. I tell you, Owen is he's just a great guy. I've had so many conversations with him, and he's just a nice, well-mannered guy. Good-natured. 0-1 to Owen. As Apurva Patel and Brady Haynes will be the next two. Hitters number 7, 8, and 9 in the lineup for Dalton in this bottom of the fifth. Josh, I believe you were saying if we get 1 run, it's ball game, right? Because it's the 10-run rule, mercy rule.
Mercy rule, 10 after 5s.
GHSA mercy rule.
If we can put up 1 run this inning, it's ball game.
Gotcha.
Not that we don't want to see a lot of good baseball, but
No,
we got another whole game to watch.
Got a whole nother game to watch. So, we want to thank Brandon Brown for the live stream. Brandon brings his equipment in here, and as we said last time he streamed for us, it takes a while to get all this in. And he has got all kinds of toys over here beside us, things that I do not know how to work. And he's got lights lit up over here. It's like the cockpit of an airplane. As Owen Witt, I thought Owen got hit on that one. I guess not.
He did not.
I thought he wore that one.
Missed him.
Thought he wore that one. So we appreciate Brandon so much for bringing this live stream to you. Thought that might have caught the inside corner. Gladly it didn't, but that does run the count full, 3-2. To the Catamount right fielder, Owen Witt.
That's a deep shot.
Good rip by Owen.
But not deep enough.
Just shy of the warning track. That's a long way for an out. That's going to bring up Apurva Patel, the DH. Now batting the DH, number 23, Apurva Patel. Apurva Patel with a nice hit, his last at bat.
Yep, he hit a single to right field last at bat. He put one in the gap between third and short.
He smashed it. Going to be an error on the Wildcat shortstop as Patel will reach safely.
We'll take that base runner.
All day. And as they say, twice on Sunday. Now batting, left fielder number 38, Brady Haynes. Catamount left fielder will stand in with 1 down, Apurva Patel at first base. We'll be starting the top of the lineup with Conrad Coleman on deck.
Last at bat, Brady hit a single to the shortstop.
You don't say that often, do you? A single to the shortstop.
No, you do not.
You beat the throw out.
I guess. I can't remember the play right off the top
I'm trying
of my
to
head,
think,
but
how do you
I'm
get
reading
a
here.
single to shortstop?
Usually the way Apurva just got a single to the shortstop.
1 ball, 1 strike to the left fielder. Third pitch will be ball 2 with a 2-1 count. 1 down, bottom of the 5th. And as we've said several times tonight, game 1 of a doubleheader. Good swing by Brady, but unfortunately, we hit air. So it's 2-2. I'd like to see these seniors get them a good at bat. Hopefully Brady can get on base. And that one is going to be going out of play. Somewhere over the concession stand, I'm guessing. I never heard anything hit.
Might not have come down yet.
Full count to Brady Haynes. Top of the lineup on deck. Almost.
Right idea, wrong execution.
Mm-hmm. Won't be too long. We'll have to get the lights on here at Manny Pontonio Field.
I hope we paid the power bill.
Mm-hmm. It would be helpful. There's only so much the flashlight on your phone will do.
We got the hill. We can park some trucks on it.
This is true.
I'll volunteer your truck.
Haynes is going to hit a fly ball to, I guess you call that deep short. I turned short center.
Short center? Sure.
Now batting, number 6, third baseman, Conrad Coleman.
Last at bat, Coleman drew a walk.
Strike on the outside corner for an 0-1 count to Conrad. Jose Orellana would be next, as we are at the top of the order. Brady Haynes with the lead from, nope, not Brady.
That is a Purva
A
Patel.
Purva, still a Purva, ain't it? Conrad in a hole, 0-2. 2 down. And so far, we did not have that 10-run lead, so we will be going to the top of the 6th unless something quickly changes. George! George! As we will be cranking up the lights here at the old ballpark.
And there's another ball onto the tennis courts.
I'm telling you one thing, we are wearing the tennis courts out. Glad there's not a match up there. Still 1-2.
Still 1-2.
Correction?
Now it's 2-2.
2-2.
And the lights are starting to come out. We'll take a minute to warm up.
Oh, yeah. Like the rest of us, it takes a minute to warm up. Well, Conrad has forced the pitcher to run the count full as we have 3 balls and 2 strikes, and Jose Orellana is on deck. As Skip Carey would say, the payoff pitch. Ball 4.
Ball 4.
So Orellana is coming up with 2 down. Whoa, oh, Lord. Did I hit a wrong button here? What are we doing here?
That was ball 4.
I'm a little confused as to what's going on here. Are they saying he went?
Ball 4. Was it not? Should have been ball 4, so I don't know what we're arguing here. But they've sent Woodland to the dugout, so.
He called it. Did he not call it ball 4? Ball 4 was the call from the home plate umpire, and that's why Conrad was going toward first, and now we're not sure what's going on.
And they're bringing Woodland back out of the dugout, so it was ball 4. You were correct.
Okay.
I'm not sure what they thought they saw there.
I'm not sure either. So Jose Orellana's will get to bat. I'm not the smartest guy that's ever been, but I really don't know what happened just there. It was clearly ball 4, so I'm not sure what all this discussion is over.
I thought I could count to 4, but I might be wrong.
Not only can I not come up with a conclusion, I can even come up with a good lie on that one.
Well, they're over there explaining it to the Woodland coach now because I don't think he knows what went on either.
I wish they'd tell me what was going on there. I didn't realize ball 4 could be so complicated. Conrad's talking to our first base coach down there, telling him what happened. So, Josh, who knows? We still got 1 run. We're still
one
in that
run.
mode.
1 run.
Okay.
That's all we need.
At the plate, shortstop, number 8, Jose Orellana. That music will get you moving.
That will. I don't know what it says, but it's got a good beat to it. Jose grounded into a fielder's choice to the shortstop at last at bat. So maybe he can put it in the gap this time.
There is strike 1 to Jose with 2 down.
He can just get one into the outfield.
So we got a Perva at second, got Conrad at first, Jose at the plate, and Charles on deck. Number 2 batter for the Cats at the plate. And 1-1 is going to be your count to Jose. Any idea who's pitching game 2?
I believe Jose is actually going to start.
Looking at seeing Jose at the plate made me wonder. Ball 2 will be.
I was told.
Ball 2 will be in the dirt.
Supposed to start game 2.
Jose's a great pitcher. He's just a great baseball player. He's just a great player. Another one of those seniors.
And he's going to go play at Cleveland State next year.
Congratulations to him. Woo! All 3 is just a little inside and a little chin music. By number 27, Tucker James. James has done a great job for Woodland. He came on what inning? Was it 3rd?
Yeah,
sounded like it was third
inning. He's been pitching for them for a while.
He has.
He actually came in the 2nd inning.
Okay, now here's the next walk. So are we still good here? Okay, we've got bases loaded. Coming to the plate, number 3, center fielder, Charles Chappell. That pitcher, the coach walking out to the mound, number 24, he's so young looking. I thought he was a player when the coach got hit a while ago. When he ran out, I thought he was a player. He looks young.
He does look young.
Josh Miller playing his infamous Jeopardy music.
Now Charles will come to the plate.
Chappell will stand in with 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Dalton with a 10-1 lead on Woodland.
Last at bat, Charles flew out to center field. He tried to get it to
And Charles is
The pine
flying
trees
out,
again?
flying out to second base here. Nope, first base. First base catches it in second base territory. So we'll go to the top of the 6th. Dalton by 9. Leading off the top of the 6th for Woodland, number 15, Callan Reynolds. On the mound for Dalton, number 7, Kane Woods. Now at second base for Dalton, 27, Drew Brown. A few changes here.
Yep, Scotty's
And
done
Kane,
for the night.
Kane delivers strike one. What's the pitch count, final pitch count on Scotty?
Scotty was 90 pitches with 9 strikeouts and 2 walks. So he had a good night.
We've also got a new first baseman, Owen Witt.
New fielder?
No, that's Connor. My bad. My bad.
Connor.
It looked like Owen for just a second there. Because Owen's played first base before.
Owen is still in right field.
He is. He can't play 2 at one time, can he?
If he can, I'd like to see it.
It can be done. 2-2 to Callan Reynolds. It may be Reynolds, but they sure left off the E if it's Reynolds. Going to be a pop fly to shortstop. Jose's got it. That'll bring up number 3, first baseman, Ben Turcotte.
Last at bat, Turcotte hit a double to center field. Just a little bit high down that pitch.
Kane's a good pitcher, too.
Yes.
Kane likes to work at a pretty good pace, so that keeps everybody alert. Ball 2 is going to be in the dirt. Run the count to 2-0.
Kane is a freshman here at Dalton High School.
He is. Turcotte is the first baseman for Woodland. Kane's just an all-around athlete. He didn't play basketball, but he did in the middle school. I remember announcing several of his games, and he can play basketball too. 3-1 count here to the Wildcat first baseman. Got a few clouds rolling in here from the west. Good solid hit.
Charles will scoop that up and keep it to a single.
I believe this is 28 coming up. At the plate, second baseman, number 28, Tommy Reisner. Reisner was hit by a pitch early in the game.
And the last at bat, he struck out.
One extreme to the other. Ball one from Woods. Ben Turcotte at first base. Reisner batting the 8th spot. Throw back to first. Runner back safely. As we have Zaylen Cochran, the designated hitter, on deck. That'll leave in the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Kane now ahead in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes as Reisner fouls off the pitch. Not heard any word yet on the coach from Woodland, but I sure hope that turns out to be fantastic news. I can smell the chili in the press box from the concession stand right behind us.
It's smelling really good. I might have to get some between games.
The aroma is coming through. Brandon, you can catch a whiff of that too? The aroma's coming through there.
Breeze needs to blow the other direction, not blow the smell of chili at us. It's a pop-up.
Wow. Close. Just did get him.
Wanted to make it interesting.
At the plate, number 7, the DH, Zaylen Cochran.
Last at bat, Cochran flew out to center fielder Charles Chappell. We'll take that again.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Woodland with Reisner at first. Kane's going to throw over to Stockard. Stockard applies the tag, but Reisner's back in time. 2 down here in the top of the 6th. As the sunshine is heading down.
Good block by Asher there.
I've seen Asher throw to second from his knees without even having to get up. Growing up, I remember watching Benito Santiago, who was a catcher for the Padres. He was the only one I ever saw do it as a kid growing up. He was more accurate from his knees than most guys were standing up. And I've seen Asher do it a couple of times. And you just really got to have a strong upper body and a strong arm to do that.
That one got by Asher.
I would have to stand up, run toward the pitcher's mound, then throw it.
I don't know if I'd run to the pitcher's mound. I might walk there.
Either way,
I'm not big on running.
Either way, they know they're going to be safe if I'm behind the plate. 3-0 to the DH for Woodland. Again, 2 down here in the top of the 6th. And he'll get a free pass to first base. And that'll bring us up to the top of the lineup with Preston Searles, the left fielder. At the plate, number 2, left fielder, Preston Searles.
Last at bat, Searles struck out.
We are at the top of the order for Woodland. Dalton went 10 innings with these guys on Tuesday. It was 2-2. Woodland jumped out to a 2-0 lead fairly early, and Dalton tied it to go take it to the 10th inning. There's a reason I'm telling you this. Woodland is 10-5 overall. Pretty good record. And our Catamounts have just kind of had their way with these guys here in game 2 of this series. And Dalton is just playing some really good baseball.
They've had a really good season this year.
We are. We're 12-3 overall, staring 13-3 in the face. And of course, I know we got game 2 of this doubleheader coming up, approximately 30 minutes after this one is over. But regardless of what goes on with the Alatoona series, Dalton is playing some really good baseball. As Orlanus is going to fire to first, and runner's going to be safe. That's going to be an infield hit. And we got bases loaded.
Right now, Dalton's got their best record in several years.
Josh, can you get a number on?
That is number 8.
Now batting number 8, center fielder John Ryan.
Last at bat, Ryan was able to get a double to center field.
Let's hope that don't happen this time. As Woods delivers strike 1. Again, we got 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Brandon, we're just not ready to say bye to you because you're doing game 1, but we want to keep you here, my man.
I know.
Strike 2.
Gottie's freshman year, we went 13-19, I believe. So that's the last time we had 13 wins in a season.
Wow.
So it's been a couple years.
It has. Oh, is that going to fall fair?
Foul
ball to fair ball. Foul ball.
Foul ball.
I'll get it out in a minute. I will get it out in a minute. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Top of the 6th. Dalton 10-1. Game 1 of the doubleheader. Asher is sitting out way outside. Kane hits his target. Ooh, that could have caught the corner.
It was close.
That was a beautiful pitch. 2 things happened on that. 1, I can't believe the batter took it. 2, I can't believe the ump didn't call it because it hit Asher perfect. Asher again setting up outside. And that's going to be a comebacker to the mound. And Kane fields and throws to first. No runs.
After adjusting his hat.
Well, you fashionable. You got to look good.
You got to look good before you throw the
You got to
ball.
look good. Headed to the bottom of the 6th. Dalton by 9. The bottom of the 6th for Dalton. Catcher, number 12, Asher Renfro. There's a lot of these guys. I really like their walk-up music.
Renfro hit a fly out to right field last at bat.
Well, he just fouled out to the fans there for Woodland. Hit the bleachers over there. Oh and 1 your count, bottom of the 6th. Dalton 10-1 here in game 1. Strike 2 on the outside corner. On deck is Connor Stockard, your center fielder, and then Kane Woods. So 4, 5, and 6 in the lineup coming up this inning. Third pitch is going to be ball 1 outside.
That one's going to be a little bit high, so ball 2.
To the Catamount catcher. Strike 3. Caught Asher looking. It's going to be out number 1. That'll bring up the first baseman, Connor Stockard. Coming to the plate, number 44, first baseman, Connor Stockard.
Last time Connor was at the plate, he struck out.
Well, good chance here to redeem herself. Strike. Now leaving the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. And that'll be a ball. Be ball 3, so 3 and 1, I'm guessing. I looked away for just a split second. You got 3 and 1?
I got 3 and 1.
Well, let's call it 3 and 1 then to the Catamount first baseman with Kane Woods on deck.
Let's call it 3 and 2.
Foul off for strike 2 or run the count full. I believe I'm going to be introducing myself to this extra hoodie I brought between the games. Connor Stockard will get a free pass to first base, as that'll bring up Kane Woods, who has become our pitcher.
Looks like
that'll bring up number 7, pitcher Kane Woods.
last at bat, Kane Woods grounded out to the shortstop.
That's a good lick right there. Let's see. How far is that baby going?
Gone.
Gone.
And that is ball game.
Kane Woods has hit a 2-run homer, and that will make the score 12-1.
And that will be ball game.
That
folks.
will be the ball game. Scoring was Kane and Holt. Was it Connor?
Connor.
Coming in to score, number 44, Connor Stockard. And coming in on that 2-run homer, number 7, Kane Woods. Your final score from game 1 will be 12-1 Dalton. We will play game 2 in approximately 30 minutes.